Alright farmers, it's Thursday the 7th of March and we're back with some mods. So first up is large package of houses. This is by OTG Play, 57.47 megabyte of the download, and you're going to find them in a construction menu, and the first one is going to be under buildings and farm houses. So we'll scroll along. There it is, 110 grand a place down, and this is the only one in the pack, because all those in this strip down there are part of the pack as well. This is the only one that's got a sleep trigger on it, because the rest are going to be found in decorations and others. And there we are. So you got the first one there, 10 grand. We then got that one there for 10 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand. Well, they're all pretty much 10 grand. Let's face it, it's a 10 grand show. Now, obviously, the decoration ones, they're for like, I don't know, if you was on like a Western Wilds or No Man's Land and you want to sort of set up like a little village sort of scene, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's what they're for. And obviously, the one with the sleep trigger, you got your sleep trigger around the front. I mean, to be fair, they look alright. I mean, I do like this one. You've got the balcony on there, you've got your satellite dish on the go, even got your wheelie bin. Fair enough. I mean, all of them look alright. I mean, obviously they are just for decoration, so you can't go inside. But if you want to decorate your farm, or like even make yourself a little village, yeah, these will do you nicely. Right, next up is German water hydrant. This is by Red Phoenix, 0.86 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and containers. There it is, 1250 to buy, and obviously it's a water point. And what's good about this, obviously apart from its small footprint, you could place it next to any one of those houses that we've just seen, not a problem, is you get water for free. Oh, that's alright. I mean, I know you can fill up water from your river or lake or whatever for free, but sometimes having one handy on your farm, yeah, it just makes it a lot easier. Well, next up is homemade blinds. This is by Red Phoenix, 2.05 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find both of these in a construction menu and under decorations and others. So we'll scroll along to find them. There you are. So we've got two versions. We've got the green version, which is that one, obviously green, and we then got the brown version. So obviously these are sort of like, I don't know, bird watching, hunting, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, you can get up inside and let's have a little crouch down. I know, if we crouch down, we can't see out. All right, fair enough. Here's what it is. But obviously, you know, again, decorating your farm. Yeah, very nice. Whilst we're on the subject of decorating your farm, we got these, the Field Edge Marker. This is by Red Phoenix again, 0.35 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in a construction menu and under decorations and others. So we'll scroll back along to find them. There you are, so there's your first one. So Field Edge Marker number 1. It's basically a stick with a bucket on the end. We then got number 2, which is a different bucket. We then got number 3, which is a different bucket again. We then got number 4, which is a little post. We then got number 5, which is a different colour little post. We then got big post, and then we've got a stone. So obviously, I mean, that's ace. You know, just put a spike in the ground and stick a bucket on the top. Why not? That'll mark out your land. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is Finish Machine Shed. This is by Jamo, 10.42 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these three in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds, as you could well imagine. So the first one there, 50 grand, it's a shed. The second one, 15 grand, it's a smaller shed. And then the last one on the end, 70 grand, it's a bit more of a fancy shed. Oh, fair enough. So you come up to it like that. Obviously, you open the doors. They open outwards, so be careful. Is it one door and open? You've got to open both sides. Oh, yes, you have. Although, I like that look on that door. Sort of rusty, sort of oily look to it. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, once you get inside, I mean, the beamwork on here, on the underside of the roof, that is ace. Oh, I do like that. That is nice. And then we come to the second one. That is really low. That, I mean, I'm almost hitting my head on the roof of there, mind you. But still, you know, small things. I suppose, you know, handballing pallets in, that sort of thing. Or if you've got a low-slung vehicle, that can fit in there, no problem. And then we come to this one. So open up that gate like that. Open up the side door as well. Yeah, this is a bit more fancy because obviously it's been cladded out inside. There's no light switches that I've seen, mind you. We don't get the trigger either, but alright. Hey, look alright though. Next up is Grain Storage. This is by Noob Frags, 12.29 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So there we are. Next one along, 45 grand to buy, and obviously it's a shed. grain storage, whatever you want to call it. So you open up that door like that, and obviously you've got your area where you could load onto the ground for storing stuff. I mean, normally you'd do sort of like root crops, that sort of thing, but really you could chuck anything on the ground if you wanted to. We've got a light switch over here, although to be fair, I'm getting the trigger there all the way in for turning the shed lights on, so not a problem with that. But I do like those windows at the top though. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, you don't even have to store grain or root crops or anything. You could store anything. Yeah, pallets, bales, equipment, whatever you like. I mean, it's a decent sized building as well. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is Lawn and Firewood Customers. This is by Hilly Farms, 2.27 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in a construction menu and under sell points. Now, these are interesting, I must admit, because you've got 2 different versions and 3 different colours. So you've got the wood and fire, lawn and firewood. So grass and wood is going to be sold there, a blue version. We then got a grey version, and we then got a green version. Now, we'll come back to the colours in a minute, because we then move on to the second one, a smaller version. That says it can do wood and grass as well, but there's no sell wood icon on those. But all right, fair enough. You've got a blue, a grey, and then a green. So 75 for the small tarpaulins, and then 75 for the big. Oh, saying that though, right, you've got 75 for the blue. Yeah, fair enough. You then got 50 for the grey, and you then got 25 for the green. Now, what it is obviously you can place these down at any sort of like, you know, whatever house you've got on the go over there, or like down in the village, that sort of thing. So it's sort of like to and put an immersive role play into the village, that sort of thing. Now, if you've gone for the green one, that's cost 75, you're going to get 75% of the map grass price. Right, fair enough. If you've gone for the blue, which is going to cost you 50, you're going to get 50% of the map grass price. And if you've gone for the grey, it's going to cost you 25, you're going to get 25%. So you could make it sort of like a little bit of a side business, a little bit of a side hustle. Yeah, if you're doing like a start from scratch or whatever, get yourself a ride-on lawnmower, place down a couple of these at some houses, you know, you go mow people's lawns. Just dump the stuff on there, and they'll pay you for it. Ah, I like it. Very nice. Well, that being said, on the tarpaulins, even though there's no Salwood icon, you come to sort of like this back corner there. You see in the top left-hand corner, we've got this Salwood icon. So although the icon disc isn't there, the option to Salwood is. So that's all right. Right, next up is Pig Shelter. This is by Red Phoenix, 0.22 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and under decoration, because it's not actually a pigsty itself. It's just a little bit of a house you can put in the pigsty. So there you are, 750 to buy. Place it down, somewhere to keep the pigs out the sun or out the rain. Yeah, fair enough. Right, next up is Sheep Barn L-Shape. This is by Missy B, 3.65 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu, and as you can imagine, under animals and sheep. So there it is, 97 grand to buy. It's going to hold 200 sheep. I've got a few in here already. Now, we'll come over here. Here's your animal dialogue box right by this gate. So if you want to bring a trailer down and facilitate backing them in, you do it there, no problem. Then round here, you've got a loading in point for your grass. You then got your wool pallet spawn point. You've then got a second loading in point for your grass. You can do it from either side. Oh, that's all right. And then around here, you can load in some bales. I've got some here just ready to go in. Because obviously, if you go into the animal pen situation up here, we're full of feed. But obviously, that will chug down through the bales as they munch through the food. Oh, that's all right. I like it. I mean, you've got a little barn in here. And when I first thought, oh, 2 feed triggers. Yeah, this might need straw. But no. It's grass on both of them. Oh, fair enough. Next up is Cow Pasture. This is by Missy B, 3.37 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows. So there it is, 80 grand to buy. And it's going to hold 100 cows. Now, it says water already plumbed in temporarily. So I'd imagine with that, at some point, it's going to be an update. And it's going to take that away. And you have to put water in yourself. Right, fair enough. Now, your taking out point for your milk is just there. Your animal dialogue box is behind this gate. So there you are. So we've got, what, 60 cows in. You can put 100 in. Jobs are good. Loading in point for your food is down here. Now, if we come down this end, Your loading in point for your straw is over here. Taking out point for your manure is just there. And taking out point for your slurry is just there. Being said, we've got a door that can open there and all. Ooh, alright, fair enough. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's like a separate little area to put your straw in. Although, to be fair, I have put some straw in there and it hasn't made any any manure. Right, okay, fair enough. I mean, it's got straw, it's got slurry, it's got its own manure point. Alright, fair enough. So next up is Cow Barn 20 by 35. This is by Pycel, 17.85 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and on the animals and cows. So 115 grand to buy, and you're going to hold 97 cows. So over here is going to be your animal dialogue box. So we've got 60 in there already. And you open up that door as wanted to. If you want to facilitate backing in a trailer, that sort of thing. We'll close that up. Then over here is your taking out point for your slurry. You can open up that door as well. And your little beef burgers. Alright, fair enough. Then we'll open up the middle door like that, because behind door number 3 is going to be your loading in point for your straw and your feed. Then we'll come down this end. We've got this door that opens. You've got a bit of a drive-through on the go. There we are. Bit of a storage area at the back if you want. Fair enough. And then around this side, can we open up that door? Yeah, we can. Go in there. There's your milk tanks. And then around here is going to be your milk taking out point. So really, you could open up that door and sort of like back your trailer in. Add a bit more immersiveness to it. Hook it up to the tanks, that sort of thing. But I like it. I mean, you got that door as well. So you got the milking station, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, very nice. Well, next up is Finnish Sheep Barn. This is by Jamo, 10.4 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu. And as you can imagine, under animals and sheep. So there it is, 80 grand to place down. And it's going to hold 80 sheep. So a grand a sheep. Fair enough. So first up, you got your animal dialogue box. So just there like that. So I've got 60 in already. Open up that door if you wanted to back a trailer in. Sort of get your immersiveness on the go. Then we'll come around this side. We've got these doors that open up there like that. There we are. So there's my sheep. Fair enough. So we'll close that door. We'll open up this one, because this is the one you're going to be wanting to open it up. You got your loading in point for your food just there. And there's your wool pallet spawn point. So it's actually inside. I mean, that doorway's not that big. So I'll probably say a smallish tractor. Maybe like a skid steer loader with some pallet forks on the front. Yeah, that'll sort you out nicely. Right, next up is 3-point pig carrier. This is by Marcello 22, 7.95 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under animal transport. Now, obviously, this is supposed to hook up to the back of your tractor, the 3 points. But when you come into the shop, it just falls over. I mean, it has got a warning triangle. You can sort of see that just before it tips up. But, all right, it is what it is. Now, this is going to hold 1 pig. So you're only going to be able to move 1 bacon sandwich around at a time. You then got the option to change the main colour. Oh, we'll go for a pig colour. Why not? And the design colour, we'll go over blue so it stands out. Does the framework. Yeah, I mean, as long as you can get it to stop tipping over, that should do you nicely. Right, next up is the Lizard Scorpio Bale Wrapper. This is by Bartsanov 3, 5.41 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under bale wrappers. Now, this is going to do 125 to 150 centimetre round bales, 13 grand to buy. The option you've got is wheel setup standard, standard 2, 3, 4, and then back to standard. So just different tyre types. You then got number of foils. You've got 3 or 5. Now, that just puts those on there like that. I mean, it's just spikes, let's face it, holding on. I mean, it's not really going to make much difference in game. You then got wrapper design. You can have a bale end turner or not. So if you don't fancy your round bales rolling off down a hill, yeah, get that on the go, because it just flips them up though, doesn't it? And you then got your foil colour. You can have any one of those. Yeah, I like it, little standalone bale wrapper. Right, next up is the Marshall QM11. This is by John Deere 2450, 16.53 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got a 14,500 litre capacity, 18,900 to buy, although we have got some optional extras. 3 grand for wide tyres. All right, fair enough. There you are. So that's your standard base version. We then got swinging grain door with hatch. It's going to be around the back. There you are, puts the hatch in. or hydraulic grain door, or grain hydraulic door with hatch, and then back to the swinging silage door with extension, and then back to hydraulic silage, hydraulic with extension, and then back to swinging. So what does that change actually? So 14.5, 24.9 for the silage, 28.1, 24.9 again, 28.1. So if you're going for the silage door with extension, I'm going to put it up to 28.1, but I'd imagine that's only going to do your silage, your forage crop, that sort of thing. And then come down, you've got Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, back to Continental. There is a couple of options in there, knocking their way around. Then you've got QM range, yes or no. Well, it's that sticker. All right, fair enough. Farm gate to dinner plate, yes or no. I imagine that's going to be another sticker as well. On the back there, right in the middle. Fair enough. Rear beacon, yes or no. Puts it there just above the bumper. You then got main colour. We'll go with the usual. Why not? Does the main colour. Design colour. We'll go with the usual again. Does those bits. And you got design colour again. We'll go with blue. What's that changed actually? Doesn't seem to have changed anything. Or is it because we've got certain extensions on? All right, let's have a little cycle through. See if we can see anything blue. Right, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything blue, mind you. Interesting. All right, fair enough. We'll carry on because it's got the rim colour, which is obviously going to be the rims. Just wonder what that design colour blue is. I mean, it's not the sticker, is it? We'll put that back on. Well, yeah, so flick through that. Not that one there. No, it's not the sticker. Interesting. All right, so let's go with something else. Go with green. Doesn't seem to be changing anything. All right, fair enough. I mean, it's all right looking tractor though. It's an all right looking trailer though, mind you. Very nice. And the last mod for the day is the Olimac Drago GT6. This is by STV Modding, 6.78 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under corn headers. Now, to be fair, that looks awesome to start with, I must admit. You then got the option of either Olimac Drago or Draco. Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. Drago GT. There we are, the 2 or the second version. That's a sticker, really. GT or number 2, right, fair enough. Then you got your main colour. You can either have black or red. Now, I think the black looks better because once you get it on the front of your harvester, it looks awesome. Unfolding mechanisms, ace. But what I really like about this as well is those green bits on the side. They're not just for decoration, because you turn it on, they spiral up. It's to all help the corn coming in. Oh, that is a great header. I mean, to be fair, right, let's face it, it's not the biggest one on the market, mind you. We'll go back into it there like that. So what we got, 4.5 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 32 grand. It's not the biggest, but it does look awesome. Got a few updates as well. So we've got Black Mountain Montana by Paul Boy and Hoot. Now that does need a new save. Got the Sumiduro Farm by Andrade ML Modding, Wesley Franco and Renegargos Modding. And that doesn't have any mention of a new save on that one. Got the John Deere Gator Pack by Black Sheep Modding. The Class C 450C 660 Headers Pack by Wodgetastic. The Ponzi Harvester Pack by HR Forst and Fargzoig Bell. The Ponzi Forwarder Trailer by HR Forst and Fargzoig Bell. The Ponzi Scorpion King by HR Forst and Fargzoig Bell. The Komatsu 931 Harvester Pack by HR Forst and Fargzoig Bell. The Annaberger HTS 11D04 Spreaders by Vertex Design. The Brewery Field Pack by Patrick. The Lizard RT24 by Calaruga Modding Design. The Lizard Dumper Road Train by Sir Vertex and ZT Modding. The Coulter Rail and Bar by Ispix by Paul. The Ponzi Alpine Synchro Winch by HR Forst and Fargzoig Bell. The Great Production Pack by Chen Ben. Garage with Storage by Nailu. Small Silo Set with Buying Station by Top Ace 888. Tree Trunk Fences by Top Ace 888. And the Landscaping Extension for Zelonka by Top Ace 888. So that's your mods done for you. Why not go treat yourself and pick up some Andy's Farm merch? Link in the description below. And whilst you're down there, why not hit the join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But from me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.